Kind of hard to use the iPad and be on Zoom at the same time. You need to have two
Exactly.
computers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Troy. Oh, I got it. Good stuff. Everybody ready? So we'll call the regular council meeting in the town of Grand Bay, Westfield on Monday, June the 22nd to order. Item 2, please.
Record of attendance.
Let the record reflect full council is in attendance. Item 3, please.
Approval of the order of business and approval of additions and deletions.
Councilor
Like to-
Snodgrass.
I'll make a motion to adopt the order of business as presented with the addition of item 23B, draft zoning bylaw for consideration.
Thank you, Councilor. Do I have a seconder?
Seconded.
Thank you, Councilor Day. On the question? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Minded? Your motion is carried, and your item is 4, please.
Disclosure of conflict of interest.
Is there any? There being none, we're going to move to item 5.
Public hearings, none.
Item 6.
Public presentations, none.
Item 7, particularly 7.1, please.
Minutes of regular council meeting of June 8, 2020.
Motion adopt as presented.
Seconded.
Thank you. On the question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item is 7.2, please.
Minutes of River Valley Community Center Foundation Incorporated of February 18th, April 21st, and April 28th, 2020.
Make a motion, receive and file.
Seconded.
On the question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Moving to item 7.3, please.
Minutes of Planning Advisory Committee meetings of May 4th, 2020 and May 19th, 2020.
Motion to receive and file.
Seconded.
Is there a seconder? Thank you, Deputy Mayor. On the question? As our liaison to PAC, Councillor Day, is there anything in particular you might want to point out, or are we good with what we've got?
We're good with what we've got, and we're looking forward to reviewing the bylaws that are coming in for the community.
Thank you, Councillor Day. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion's carried. Your item is 8, please.
Bills for payment.
Make a motion that we pay the bills for $233,660.90.
Seconded.
On the question? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. And your item is 9, please.
Consent agenda, none.
Item 10,
Business arising from minutes, regular council meeting minutes of June 8th, 2020.
is there any? There is none. Item 11, please.
Delegations, none.
Item 12,
Petitions, none.
item 13,
Bylaws, none.
and item 14, please.
Notice of motions.
Are there any? There being none, we'll move to item 15, particularly 15.1, please.
Draft Town of Grand Bay Westfield 2019 Annual Report for acceptance by council.
Motion to approve as presented.
Seconded.
On the question, Sandra, I just want to say what a good job again. This, the annual report, it's draft. So when will we take it? Will we put out hard copies, or will it be uploaded to the website, or how can the community view it?
Yes, Your Worship, if the motion passes tonight, it will be placed on the town website and hard copies would be available at the town office.
Thank you very much for that. Good job. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just a minute before I call the question. Sandra, is there anything, I just wanted to say, is there anything in there you wanted to highlight particularly?
Not specifically, Your Worship. I think it was a very successful year for 2019. I'm afraid the 220 year would be quite a challenge. But I did find that 2019 was quite successful.
I would agree with that, and we've managed to maintain a tax rate in spite of limited growth, and so we look forward to a change in that in the future. Councillor Snodgrass, please.
Your worship, I was just going to add, I find this report is very well laid out, and it's very plain language. It goes through step by step all the different things that go on in our community with their budget, with operations. And I would encourage anybody in the community to take the time and read through it and to understand exactly where your tax dollars are going, how they're being spent, and really how efficiently the staff are executing the wishes of council on behalf of the residents. So that'd be my offering. Yeah, your worship, you're on mute.
Great, thank you, Ryan. And we would encourage anybody who does pick it up and take the time to go through it to pick up the phone if they have any questions and call any one of us with respect. If we don't have the answer, we'll get it for them.
Definitely.
On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Minded? Your motion is carried, and your item is 16, please.
Report of June 3rd, 2020 from Town Manager, re 2020 summer meeting schedule.
Make a motion to cancel the regular council meetings of July 13, 2020 and August 10th, 2020, with a special council meeting to be called if required.
Seconded.
On the question. That is regular practice that we always cancel have a summer meeting schedule that it cancels one in July and one in August. And the dates have been determined, and they're frankly, they've been set up this year in order to kind of give our new CEO a chance to get his feet under, our new CAO, the chance to get a feet under him before we have our meeting in August. He'll begin on August 4th. And so that will permit him to go into late August before he hosts his first meeting with us. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item is 17, please.
Letter of June 10th, 2020 from John Jarvie, Town Manager, Town of Rothesay, re Greater St. John Regional Facilities Commission.
Make a motion to receive and file.
Seconded.
On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried, and your item is 18, please.
Letter of June 5th, 2020 from Jeff McCone, President and CEO, St. John Regional Hospital Foundation, re-NB COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund.
Make a motion to send this to our budget cycle.
Seconded.
On the question, Sandra, would it be proper to upload this request maybe to the, this is a province-wide call for support to the COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund. Maybe some of our residents might be interested in contributions. Is there some way we can accommodate that?
Certainly, Your Worship.
Thank you. On the question, all those in favor of forwarding it to budget deliberations?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried, and your item is 19, please.
Frontage Point River Center Weekly Market Proposal 2020 COVID-19 Precautionary Measures.
Make a motion to adopt the plan as presented.
Second it.
On the question, that's quite, go ahead, Sandra. Was that you? Somebody was
No.
speaking. Oh, Councillor Day, sorry. Go ahead, Bev. I can only see your hand. I can't see your face.
All right. So what I'd like to say is that this was a really good proposal prepared to keep people safe and to keep the vendors safe. And I'd like to give hats off to the River Point River Center staff and the market coordinator and our River Center coordinator for coming up with quite a really good plan.
Nice that there's going to be a market again. That's good.
Yes.
So it was scheduled to open on the 19th, Sandra. Did it?
No, Your Worship, not until council endorsed the proposal.
Yeah. So it'll be this Friday for sure if we adopt that.
That's my understanding.
Perfect. On the question, all those in favor? Oh, sorry, is there something on the question? Yes, sorry, Councillor Snodgrass.
No, sorry. I was just voting.
Okay, on the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried and your item is 20, please.
Report of June 17, 2020 from Development Officer, re-feasibility assessment pilot project for the wastewater facility.
Make a motion to accept the solar assessment for the town of Grand Bay Westford at the municipal wastewater treatment facility as prepared by the Smart Energy Company, June 8th, 2020, and bring forward for consideration in the 2021 capital budget.
Seconded.
On the question,
Well, I thought it was really good, Gary. Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
I just think it's a positive that we're going
Absolutely.
this line, and I think it's a great step for the community.
anything further? You must have a south facing, you must be able to put those solar panels up too. Maybe it's south facing down there. Good.
Deputy Mayor,
Good.
please go.
I would,
Yeah. Deputy Mayor.
I would agree with Councillor Evans on the initiative that we've taken there, but it's got over a 20-year payback. I mean, I don't know how long those anyway, I know we're going to discuss this when we get into budget and everything, but that's a long payback, 20 years.
It is, but I look at the load, and as far as our commitments to reductions of
Greenhouse gas.
our carbon emission reductions,
Yep.
Helping us meet our target pretty quickly. It's cutting half of it right there.
I
Yeah.
agree. As long as we aren't buying new panels in 10 years time or 15 years time, that's my concern.
True.
Yeah.
We'll have more discussion about it.
Yes, we will. Look at here's what I'll add to you, and I don't know if it means anything to you at all, but we are solar powered at my cottage, and what I will tell you with that is that we are now our one little panel is 25 years old and shows absolutely no sign of diminishing or has been compromised in any way. It's providing us full power all the time we're there. So certainly a commercial application in something like this, I'm sure, can achieve the results.
What?
And it's
Counselor-
interesting when you go to the states along the turnpikes, there's huge solar fields. And I think if they had to replace what they've got there on any regular basis, something would have come up by now.
They wouldn't keep expanding the program.
But
No.
there's no ongoing cost, and there's no ups, and we don't have to worry about rates, and we don't have to worry about what's going to go on with the power grid or outages, all the stuff that we put infrastructure. So, and it's good for the environment. That's really the crux of the matter.
That's
We got to do our part.
That's right. I'm with you. I'm with you. So on the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried and your item is 21, please.
Email of June 17, 2020 from Julie DeCarco, Dillon Consultant Limited, reoffer of services, climate change adaptation plan.
I'll make a motion that we authorize signatures to proceed.
Seconded.
On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item is 22, please.
Report of June 18, 2020 from Fire Chief, re-buyout of leased vehicle.
Make a motion to authorize staff to end the lease agreement with Ford Credit Canada Leasing on the 2017 Ford Explorer by paying out the remaining monthly payments from the previously allocated funds in the general operating budget, and further by exercising option 7 of the lease agreement, lease and purchase option at a cost of $19,151.77 plus applicable taxes and fees.
Second it.
On the question, certainly the chief for that. Oh, go ahead, Councillor Evans, please.
I guess I think he did a lot of work on that. I think it's important. I think he took council's direction. We want to be able to take advantage of these low kilometer lease, no retrofitting. It's a nice vehicle. We buy quality and hopefully we can keep it longer. So hats off to the chief for following what we asked.
There you go. And that's exactly what I was going to say. He went and consulted with the town's financial advisor to make sure he was doing the right thing. David certainly backed him up on that, and this is exactly what we would hope for. Good work, Chief. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Motion is carried, and your item is 23, please.
Report of June 19, 2020 from Fire Chief, repurchase of structural firefighting gear.
Make a motion to authorize staff to purchase 7 sets of structural firefighting gear from Nova Fire Equipment for a total cost of $20,265 plus HST.
Second it.
On the question, we did have 2 bids for that purchase. And of course, Nova was a low bid. It was only slightly over, maybe about $1,100-$1,200 over what we had allocated in the capital budget for the purchase. So on the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item is 23B, draft zoning bylaw.
I'll make a motion that we refer these draft zoning bylaw to our planning advisory committee for review and comment.
Second it.
Thank you, Councillor Evans. On the question, just to indicate that is a process item, we have to refer it to PAC and we want their input back on it. So on the question of referral, all those in favor?
Aye.
Snodgrass, just a moment, please. Councillor Snodgrass, there's a bit of a delay here or something. Councillor Snodgrass?
Yeah, I apologize. So do we need to, because there's going to be a public consultation process involved with that. I noted they indicated we had to provide 21 days notice to the public. So should we at the same time request that notification be sent out and set up that date?
Your worship, not at this point.
No? Okay, thank you.
There will be a public hearing and there will be public notification of the hearing.
Okay, perfect. You're still on mute, your worship. You're on mute, Grace.
I said we have to wait for PAC because we have to, of course, take into consideration their input before we put it out to, right?
Okay.
So
Thank
on
you.
the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item is 24.
Adjournment.
So moved.
Seconded.
Second. Thank you, Councillor Snodgrass.
I want to stay
On
all
the
night.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Council, just before we sign off, I just want to say thank you very much, and I miss you all. I think I like to have these discussions in person. I just think we can read everybody's body language, and we get to all talk at once and all of that jazz. So I miss you all, and we'll see you soon.
No fun fighting. No fun fighting on Zoom.
Second meeting in
That's right.
July, your worship.
Thanks,
Yes.
Sandra.
Thank you.
Thank you.